we're here in Sacramento with Mike Hopkin from Athearn Model Trains. Mike is the Director of Product Development, and he's going to share some of the new products that Athearn has here at the National Train Show. Mike, tell us about the flat cars.
Well, the last time we were together, we were talking about the latest release from Athearn was the TTEX flat car. That car was the one that had the back-to-back ability to be able to load 45-foot trailers. The next version that we're doing is the RTTX car. This one has the ability to be able to load the back-to-back twin 45 trailers, but also has a collapsible center hitch that is able to allow us to load 3 28-foot trailers as well. The model is supplied with a raised or lowered hitch, so you're able to either load it in either configuration per the prototype. So this is another variation that Trailer Train made on their F89F, and we've modeled this version as well. Lettered with the RTTX lettering and the triple 28 twin 45 markings on the side, so you know how the car is capable of being loaded.
How to be loaded. All right, and then there's the next in the series.
The next one that we're doing is one a lot of people have talked about, is the Long Runner, which was actually two 89-foot cars that were loaded in a manner where you could put 2 45-foot trailers on each car, or you could put 3 53-foot trailers, and the third one would span the center of the two cars. The earliest version of the F89F Long Runner is the one we've chosen to model. It actually has some modification to the one end of the car, of one of the cars, where it's wider, so that there was clearance for the wheels and the tires of the trailer on the center to be able to move around on the car a little bit. There's some inner rub rails there as well. The car's drawbar together. It's actually packaged from Athearn as a two-piece set that'll actually have to be assembled by the consumer. Very simple. We even supply a small screwdriver for the consumer to be able to do it. So
now, Mike, where it spans the two cars, I noticed that there's some special striping and also some caution words there. That's replicated just like the prototype,
just
right?
like the prototype, and that was there to make sure that the people loading the trailers had the landing gear raised on that center trailer, so that as the trailer moved around a little bit, that the landing gear wouldn't catch the side rails of the car and knock the trailer off the car.
And one of the things I noticed on one of the announcements that made it a little unique, one of them actually has black striping instead of red striping, correct?
Yep, there was a couple different variations on the way those cars were striped, and so we've chosen to model those variations as well.
All right.
So with a lot of our product, every one is a little bit different. So as the consumer's looking at the product, we want to make sure and look at each one closely, because there will be differences there that they may decide they want to buy more than one.
And then
that opportunity.
These also say triple 53s on them, is that right?
Yes, actually these ones are labeled. These are labeled triple 57. There was the intention that maybe trailer lengths would actually go up to 57 foot. There are no 57-foot trailers at the moment, so the longest ones are 53-foot trailers and containers. But Trailer Train was trying to think ahead and was anticipating a 57-foot trailer that actually hasn't come to fruition yet. So. Okay.
And these are just continued variations, so all the same detail, all the same quality.
Kind of detail that we talked about the last time we were together. Die-cast underbody, all the underbody detail is there. We've got a real low center of gravity. The car's tracked very well, loaded or unloaded. So.
All right. So another thing here in Sacramento, perfect timing, is the new Genesis SP Caboose.
Yeah, what we've got deco samples here at the show that we're showing of the first version of our SP Caboose. This is a C50-7. This is the first version of the group that we are doing. We're also doing a C50-4, 5, 7, 8, and 9, and also a WP481 class, which is very similar to the last version of the SP C50-9 Cabooses. They come with full interior. They come with operating marker lights that will be operational both in analog and in DCC. In analog, they'll be directional controlled by the track power. In DCC, they're going to be fully programmable, meaning that you'll be able to con-system with the locomotives. In the con-system, the lighting will operate in conjunction with the headlights in the direction of travel for the train. There will also be interior lighting that will also be able to be turned on and off through a function button on your DCC controller. These are obviously in our Genesis line. They've got all the underbody detail that you would come to expect, full brake rigging. We've got photo etched walkways, platforms, steps on the ends, all the brake detail, complete interior as well. So again, all the detail. Each model is subtly different in the paint schemes. We're offering a couple different font styles on the lettering. So again, the modelers need to look at these real closely to make sure there isn't more than one that they need.
Now, one thing, Mike, I noticed too was the generator on this particular car. Pretty neat detail.
Yeah, we've got all the generator detail on there. The pulleys are painted in the traditional blue color for these. Also on the truck frames, they have the same rotating bearing caps that all of our other Genesis products are using as well. So again, a very high level of detail, and just the first in a long list of SP bay window cabooses that'll be coming. And
looking for an announcement probably within the next few weeks.
I would say within the next few weeks we'll have the official announcement. So be watching the Athearn news for that.
Perfect. All right. So continuing on for SP fans, since we're in SP country, how about the round roof cars?
Well, what we've done is actually we've taken what were known as the old Harriman cars from MDC. We've updated them a little bit with some separate side details, wire form grab irons, new stirrup steps, a little bit finer detail. The combine cars and the mail cars have got all the mail baggage detail as well. New end doors and such. So these have been upgraded a little bit. They're also designed to be able to use a 2-axle or a 3-axle truck depending on the prototype. So we've got several paint schemes that'll be coming in these with more to follow.
So Mike, this car being about a 60-foot car should negotiate an 18-inch radius.
18-inch radius, no problem with these cars. They also have a swing coupler box that allows them to be able to get around those tighter corners as well.
Perfect. All right, so still talking SP, something that's been long awaited, and that is the Skyline casing, Mountain.
Yeah, we've got our first deco samples finally on the Skyline casing of the MT4s. These should be hopefully, we're planning on delivery for late this year. These are, again, similar detail to the first run, but they do have the Skyline casing. They'll have lit number boards as well as the Skyline casing detail. Also, there'll be a couple of versions on the main driver. These actually have the box cloak main drivers on them. So again, a myriad of details. You want to look at them real close to make sure you don't need more than one.
All right, so Mike, another one, a really big release in more ways than one.
Yes.
And that's the DDA40X.
Yeah, we are. We've been talking about. We actually showed in Atlanta the first sample. This is that same sample of our DDA40X that's coming. This will be in our Genesis line. This is a dual motor, dual sound system, dual speaker locomotive. You'll be able to get the harmonics of the two diesel engines running together, going in and out of phase. We'll be able to do all the variations that you would come to expect in any Genesis product, including all the modernization of the 6936 that currently runs with the ditch lights and the bearing cap modifications as well, and some of the other details that have been added to that particular model. So delivery late this year. Be watching in your stores for it. Again, all of the kind of detail that you would expect: etched grills, etched walkways, lost wax cast, brass horns, full cab interior. And all the lighting and features that you would come to expect as well.
Now, one thing, Mike, that I think is important to point out too is you mentioned having two different drive systems and two different sound systems. Mm-hmm. In the pass-through in the center, you can see all the way through, and there's no drive system.
Just like the prototype, the walkway through the center. There's nothing in there to hinder that. We have all the level of detail that you would come to expect there. So we've got two motors. Each motor drives an individual truck, so you basically have two locomotives, just like the prototype.
Good looking, big locomotive. What kind of radius curve are we thinking?
Well, I think we're talking about a minimum of 26 for best operation. Obviously, on something of that size, the bigger the better.
Okay. So another neat California thing. How about Surfliner?
Yep, we've got a new run of F59s coming in our RTR line. One of the ones that's pretty flashy is the 10th anniversary Pacific Surfliner paint scheme. This was a one-off that they had done. Again, a fairly glamorous paint scheme with a whole lot of color. This was done as a wrap, where they actually laid this over top of the existing paint scheme on the prototype. So I've got a lot of glitz on this one as well. Again, a lot of colors, just a real fancy one. And this is just one of, I think, 4 new paint schemes that we're doing on the F59 as well.
All right, another exciting thing for Athearn is the UPS licensing. Getting really close to shipping. Yep,
we actually have come with a UPS license, and so we're able to now letter some of the trailers and trucks that we've done in the past with UPS logos. So this has been a big thing that a lot of consumers have been asking for. Taken a little while to get everything put together, but we're now able to offer UPS branded products.
So we're looking at a yard tractor, 28-foot pup.
Yep, we also have a 40-foot trailer, drop frame trailer, which is one of their earlier styles, and also a box truck, Ford seat box truck, both in HO and N scale.
So there is an N scale box truck as well.
Yes. Yep.
All right, and then running in front of us here on the table, another big release for Athearn, and that's the Genesis GP7 and GP9.
Yeah, we actually have today at the show with us, we have actual production samples of our GP7 and GP9, the first releases, the Southern Pacific GP9 in the Black Widow paint scheme. We also have the Penske GP7 in the green scheme.
So tell us about the detail on the SP. It's pretty amazing.
And on the SP in particular, we've done all the as delivered details. It has all the lighting. It has the gyro lights. It has the the red marker light. Though the red marker light is not operational on the model, the gyro lights are. It has all of the detail, the dynamic brakes. It has all of the stuff that you would come to expect again from Genesis. Going to look very good to run with the guys that have bought the F units in the past. So.
Now, also for SP fans, there's something unique about the number boards.
Yeah, actually, the way the way SP ran their locomotives, they actually would put an X on extras that ran, and so the number boards are set up in a manner where you're going to be able to have that ability as well. So.
All right. Well, Mike, we certainly appreciate your all the new products here at the National Train Show and taking a few minutes with us here. Thanks so much. It's good to see you.
My pleasure. All right, thank you.